Okay, so well, good evening again, and today it's well, I feel a little bit sad about the session because it's the final session of this course, and the course itself is pretty much big and full of a lot of information, and you will have a chance to get access to all the materials during half a year. So I mean that if you need to revise something, you can easily do this. And of course, when you start your new academic year and when you have your exam preparation groups or individual lessons, then you will get back to all these materials, I guess. So then thank you also for well, having posted your lesson plans. So Olga, I saw yours just a few minutes before we started, so that's why unfortunately I'm not ready with the feedback to your lesson plan, but I will anyway write this feedback. So Ekaterina, the same to you. Yes, so
Sorry, only a few minutes, you mean? I guess it was about 4 hours or 5 ago.
Okay, but it only appeared well, some minutes ago, but don't worry about that. So for all the participants who are ready with this task, I will send written feedback anyway. Yeah, so thank you for sharing your ideas. Thank you for, well, turning this optional task, so-called optional task, into real task. And yeah, like if you ask questions, you get answers, and you learn new things. So then today it's our final session, and we are going to, well, revise some material of the course, like big course. We are going to do some interesting tasks, and well, let me share my screen with you, and well, I'm gonna show you the wicked plan. Okay, so can you see the screen? Can you see the presentation?
Yeah, very good.
But it hasn't. Okay. It doesn't want to show anything. Okay, let me just double check what's going on. Well, so today we have, as I told you, many things to do, and I wonder why I can't share my presentation with you. Yeah, so I guess it will be possible. Well, then let me introduce the aims, the session aims, and then I hope that everything will be fine. So first of all, we are going to revise, well, main discoveries about the course itself, including video lessons and our online sessions. Then we are going to do a quiz. And well, this quiz will be on, again, the exam content, and I will show you one interesting and one pretty much effective website where you can create your own quizzes and use them with your students. Actually, it doesn't take a lot of time to create anything there, and I hope that we will have fun. Well, then, like, second attempt. Okay. Great. Well, then also we will talk about materials. We'll talk about lesson plans, and so we will discuss and give very sensitive and sensible feedback to Ekaterina's lesson plan, and also I will share some materials with you taken from a course book for exam preparation for B1 preliminary exam, and we will see what we can do, like to maybe adapt materials, to add something, or to maybe eliminate something. So we will see, like we will practice this critical lesson planning. And also we will look through a few options of course books that you can choose from. So the course books for exam preparation. So there are some very good course books which were designed specifically to help you prepare your students for the Cambridge exams. And as usual, so we will share experience and steal best practices. And well, there are just 3 of you today online. Yeah, so that's why no need to write great in the chat box. So if there is something that you would like to comment on, that you would like to, well, ask maybe for clarification or discuss further, please let me know. Well, and let's begin with like overall feedback to what you have learned, and I would like to hear from you. So we will talk about well, your main discoveries about the exam format, and well, we'll discuss optional homework a little bit later. So when you ask this question, like, what are your insights? What are your discoveries? Yeah, that's a very general question. So they can be very general feedback. By the way, when you ask your students for feedback to their progress, to the lesson, to the course itself, you should be very, very precise and very specific. Yeah, otherwise feedback will not be feedback as such. So then what I would like to hear from you. So the first insight, it's about the exam format. Yeah, so what have you learned about the exam format for A2? Let's begin with A2 key. So major points regarding the exam format. So I would like to hear from you.
So we are talking about A2.
Yes, A2 now, yeah.
And about exam format, insights about exam format.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe, well.
As for me, A2, it seems to me that it is not so easy exam as I used to think. I don't know why, but some tasks are really tricky for that age of children.
In which parts?
For example, speaking part, when they need to give personal information about themselves, not in short sentences, but some kind of extended answers. In listening, they have also the last, as I remember, the last listening is the most difficult task. And when they are describing pictures, they describing pictures, yes?
No, they discuss likes, dislikes. No, they just discuss, yeah.
Then it's in V1. Okay. So yeah, then speaking part and listening.
Thank you. So Anna, Olga, anything to add? Any other insights?
I can say that it was my first trying to understand the exam format, and I was like an explorer for it, and it was all new for me because I've just started to prepare for this exams.
Okay, good. So, and then, Olga, you did quite a lot of tasks related to B1 preliminary. Yeah, and what are your major discoveries about this exam format?
So, generally speaking, I have been in two minds, comparing our Russian national exam called EGE and this Cambridge exam. What is the basis, background exam? I guess it should be rational national exam or Cambridge exam. They are similar anyway. They are similar, and anyway, its preparation requires some special effort and time and energy, definitely, and it's quite sophisticated for unprepared students. And if they are not language-prone individuals, it would be hard for them to deal with 6 parts of reading. For example, the most, as we have discussed, the most catching, the most stumbling part is gap filling and close the test, where they should think, well, which words, or the only words they should fill in, and it should be the problem. Then as for speaking, also it seems to me that it's quite sophisticated, also part of the exam, requiring a lot of special preparation and judging by videos. And today I have also worked so the other day I downloaded a lot of different formats, but today I have prepared the task on lesson plan on speaking. And it also was involved some parts of video, and I was impressed by this video. So I mean their acquisition in language of all this applicants, candidates, so-called, who performed pretty well at the exam. And to reach this level at their 15th or 16th in our country, so seemed to be the problem. It's not European free language. Free language was called free language system, where students are involved linguistically and geographically speaking foreign languages. In our country, the situation is so quite opposite.
Yes and no. Just as an examiner, I can tell you that year by year, the quality of preparation, the level of preparation of the candidates who do the exams, so this level has become higher, and it is becoming higher and higher. And the age of the students who are taking, for example, B2 first, is also getting younger and younger. Yeah, so that's why the trend is pretty nice, but well, I can't say that well, this quality has risen. No, but step by step, gradually we can see such changes. Yeah.
But only chosen can attempt to try this exam, not far from being everyone. Well, I know some incredibly capable and involved, engaged, into linguistically engaged individuals who can take.
Yeah.
So, but the exam is quite sophisticated and stressful. But if if any individual, even not so prepared, would be able to overcome all these barriers, So sooner or later he is going to become so quite calm and relaxed, stress-tolerant person in the long run.
Okay, good.
Can
Thank you.
I add something Olga said about stress? You know, my personal insight from all our sessions is that we can, as teachers, we can make this process less stressful. We can add to our lessons a lot of interesting, fun activities, and it can help our students to relax, just to maybe to enjoy the process, and as a consequence, they will feel easy at exam.
Yes, and you see that if you know what to expect, if you have anticipated all the possible problems, if you've made assumptions, and then you see like what you can do with the problems, then you are prepared. And if the teacher knows what to do, well, that's actually the key to success, overall success. Yeah, then
50% of success.
Yes, 50%, 50. I agree that. Well, we can only guarantee 50%. So major challenges for your students, you have mentioned them while talking about exam format. So Anna, as you are making your baby steps towards exam preparation, knowing your students, what do you think? What major challenges they might face while taking either A2 key or B1 preliminary exam?
I think that the main challenge is definitely to overcome stress. And the second thing is that students should learn grammar, pronunciation. They should understand how important is pronunciation. And I should say about speaking, of course. So I think speaking, one of the most difficult part, because it combines of stress, grammar, vocabulary. So this answer.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so then one more thing to think about. So your discoveries from the video lessons. As you remember, your video lessons were aiming at providing some background knowledge, just to get you aware of the language skills that you are dealing with, getting you aware of language systems, grammar and vocabulary. So what are your major discoveries from the video lessons?
You know, for me, all video lessons was like a revision of all that theory that I I know, but I looked at this theory from a little bit maybe another side, because as you know, when you don't see some things for a long time, then you return to these things and you look at them completely from another side. And it was my situation. It was very helpful. I told you, Galina, already that in this period of time, for me, your lessons were very helpful for preparation for TPT and in general. Yes, it was really in handy for me.
Good. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad to hear that they were helpful. Yeah, so Olga, Anna, so any discoveries from the video lessons?
So shall I start or Anna? If it doesn't matter. So first of all, I would like to join Ekaterina in expressing our overall gratitude to our course creator, and at the same time Cambridge exam facilitator for being with us within all these weeks, and as an experienced professional related to the sphere of education, I do imagine which huge efforts and continuous challenges could stand behind such figure and question. I mean, Galina.
Thank you.
Much appreciated, definitely. So, and as for insights and life hacks, I also tried to summarize some ideas concerning main points, as Ekaterina has mentioned. Definitely we have revised many things, having recollected many points. We focus on some particular things, especially novel one related to modern technologies, and so a lot of life hacks concerning activities also do matter for us. But as for Cambridge exam itself, so my major insight is that such kind of exams definitely develop soft skills of the 21st century, and it's really quite significant for younger generations. So critical thinking, being engaged into communication, and it doesn't concern foreign language only, but generally speaking, socializing in our globalizing world, integration into global society, and so global seem to be like a keyword throughout this video lessons. So global thinking, global activities, and so on. And what is more important, that all these materials are based on so incredibly topical and critical issues of the current realia. So, and what are, so as far as key ideas are concerned, they are, and what I was impressed with most of all, so that the only criteria for Cambridge exam is common sense.
Okay.
Overlooking the little limits or errors or whatever, so I mean without any penalizing students for anything, and the greatest advantage of this exam is definitely unlimited validity compared with IELTS, TOEFL, and FCE. So I remember, so a year ago, so we started working for FC with one quite capable student, but unfortunately he disappeared, switching to something else. And you're quite right that B2 first certificate is getting more and more popular nowadays.
Yeah, but let me interrupt you. So all the Cambridge exams, so young learners and main suite from A2 to C2 levels, they do not have any expiration date, like unlike IELTS and TOEFL, which are valid for 2 years. So FC is also forever. Yes, and also one more remark that. So all these exams, they're based on common European framework of reference. Yeah, so and common sense, that's true. But as there are very, very specific criteria, then so students are penalized. Yeah, so if they do something wrong, I mean, if they do not show enough language resources, if they are not able to cope with the tasks successfully, so then they are penalized, it's a very, you know, not maybe the right word. They're relatively penalized, but anyway, so objectivity is very, very important.
Yeah, objectivity is
Yeah.
very important.
Okay, okay. And then, so key exam strategies. Yeah, so we were discussing key exam strategies, like how to attempt the tasks, what to do first. So then you were analyzing it a lot when you were looking through the simple task and when you were filling in the grid. You were talking about challenges and exam strategies. More or less, I can say that the exam strategies were similar, like, and they were also based on common sense and experience. Then we had some ideas regarding listening. Yeah, so that, like, instead of reading the task and underline key information, the options if it's a multiple choice task. So instead of doing this, just read the tasks and relax and listen to the script. Yeah, so also there were some things to remember, how to do writing. Yeah, so whether or not to write a draft and then a final copy. Then in speaking, we found out that there are criteria, and one of the most important criterion is interactive communication. So that means, Olga, actually, this is what you mentioned, yeah, that not only language resources are assessed, yeah, your 21st century skills are assessed too. So you show how you can collaborate, communicate, and so on, and manage your time as well. Yeah, and so then I can say that based on your findings, based on your homework, you did pretty thorough research on the exam strategies, and you were also talking about them, sharing your ideas at our online sessions. Okay, and also just one more remark. So you can get access to all the materials, all the recordings for 6 months. Yeah, so that's why, yeah, you can get back to it, and the Padlet will also be all yours. So that if you haven't done it yet, you can also get back to it and read what your peers have done, steal some ideas. Yeah. Okay, great. Then thank you for this feedback, and we will be talking about your insights and discoveries anyway. And then also there is one more question which we will discuss later. Okay, so what else you want to learn about, and also you will see this question in a special questionnaire. So you will receive it. It's a special feedback form. Really, I would like to hear from you. So then it's also very important part of any course. So what's next? Yeah, what else is interesting for you? So it will be really great if you share your ideas. Then regarding the exam format, yeah, so let's do a quiz, and let's find out what you remember and what you have learned. So then there will be the link to the quiz. So I will stop sharing my screen and get to this quiz. So this is a Jeopardy game. Yeah, have you ever played this game? Or have you ever designed any Jeopardy game for your students?
No.
No.
Okay, Olga, and you?
No, neither do I.
Okay.
Neither have I.
Okay, so then you will have a chance to play this game now, and also like the link which I will send to you, so will help you create your own materials. So this is the website called Jeopardy Labs. and you can create your games for free. So as there are only 3 of you, so that will be an individual game. And well, we have 3 players. So team 1, but player 1, it will be Olga. Then team 2, Anna. Team 3, Ekaterina. Well, we will play in turns. You choose any category and, well, any sum, and you will see a question. You will have about 30 seconds to think of the answer, and then you answer. If your answer is wrong, then we will like discuss why it is wrong. Yeah, and if it's not your turn, you should also be all ears. Yeah, because then you will also be asked to comment on it. So then we have 3 players, and we need to find out who will play first, right? So Olga, when is your birthday?
When is my birthday? 26th of March.
Of March, okay. So Anna, yours?
19th of June.
Okay, thank you. And Ekaterina?
14th of January.
Great. So then now it's August, yeah, and the next soonest birthday is Ekaterina's birthday. So Ekaterina, you will be the first player. Okay.
So
Then,
I need to choose any category.
Any category, yeah. And as you see, the categories are related to the exam parts.
Exam part. Okay, let it be speaking 100.
Somebody is not a risk taker. Yeah, so that's the question to you.
Number of examiners at speaking part. There are 2 examiners.
Okay. Does everybody agree?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Ta-da! Yay! So interlocutor and assessor. Yeah, very good. So Ekaterina, well deserved 100 points. Great. So Olga's birthday is in March. Yeah, so Olga, you are the next player. Yeah, so now it's your turn.
Let it be listening, probably. Listening 300.
Okay, cool.
Number of listening tasks at B2 preliminary. Ha ha ha.
300.
Listening tasks, I guess 4.
4.
4 listening tasks.
Okay, so everybody agrees?
As I remember 4. Or maybe 3.
Okay, so yay! Well done.
Great.
So Olga, 300. Great. So then Anna, your choice.
Let it be speaking 200. Oh. Part 2 of speaking at A2K.
So what the part is?
Shame on me. Filling the gaps. I really don't remember.
It's speaking.
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 Speaking. Describing pictures.
Okay, does everybody agree?
Maybe comparing pictures, or it's in B preliminary.
Okay, so Olga.
It's, I guess, discussion.
Okay.
Discussion with visual stimulus to candidates should discuss some picture, so on the basis of visual stimulus, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
there is visual
I
stimulus.
do
Yeah,
like-
but
Yeah.
the context, so what they are discussing is pretty narrow. So the students discuss likes and dislikes. There are, to be fair, some pictures showing different activities, and they need to, talk about them and say if they like and dislike, give reasons, and share personal experience. So unfortunately, Anna,
Okay.
no, nothing.
It's
yeah,
not a disaster. Not
Mhm.
the end.
No, just the first step. Yeah, of course. So then, Ekaterina.
Okay, my turn now. Again. Let it be writing 300.
Okay.
Okay, the number of criteria for a to-P writing part, for all writing parts, number of criteria.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
Writing parts, the number of criteria. Very good question. I did not count them, by the way.
But we discussed them, and so we also talked about
of course
it in the
we
video lesson.
discussed, yeah. Okay, let it be 3 criteria.
Okay. So Olga, Anna, agree?
Number of criteria for A to T. Number of criteria for A to T in writing.
3 or 4. 3 or 4 writing. It should be spelling, of course. Right spelling. It should be fluency, writing fluency.
Okay.
Should be extended sentences. And what else?
Okay. So then, Ekaterina, your answer?
Okay, let it be 4.
4. Anna, agree?
Maybe. Let it be.
Okay, good. Ta-dam! There are 3 criteria.
Only 3.
Yeah, only 3. Yeah, and at this level, content is assessed agorization and language. So then for the B1 preliminary, so they have more criteria. Yeah, and the same is for speaking. Yeah, so also the same, because the level is higher. Good. Thank you, Ekaterina. Sorry, no points for this.
Yeah.
Then Olga, your turn.
Let it be English 300.
Reading and use of English. Yeah.
Reading and use of English.
Again, number of tasks.
Number of tasks in B1.
Reading tasks.
In B1. I got 6.
Yes, 6. I remember this very clearly. I did reading part in preliminary.
Yay! Yeah. So
Olga is the leader.
Yeah, and so reading part in B1 preliminary is big. Yeah, and it's not only reading as such, it's reading and use of English. Even though like use of English parts, they are designed in the way that there is context and still students are practicing their reading skills. Yeah, so that's why we no longer have a separate paper for use of English. Great. And also when we were talking about reading, yeah, in the video lesson, we were discussing the ways we should stage our skills lessons. We also touched upon the sensitive topic of reading texts aloud and translating the whole text. Yeah, so then you should be really careful about it. But I see that, especially judging from the lesson plans, that you got it. You really got it. Great. So, Olga, somebody is a leader now. Okay, good. Then, Anna, your turn.
Reading and use of English 100.
Okay.
A reading skill which requires looking through the text to get the context in it's scanning.
Scanning?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Ladies, agree?
No, skimming.
Okay.
Can you, yeah, skimming. Yeah, I think it's skimming.
Oh. Yeah, so Anna, scanning or skimming?
Skimming. I was confused. It's look. It sounds
yeah. So it's skimming, yeah, or reading for gist. Gist is the general understanding. Good. So Anna, my congratulations. Yeah. Well. Yes. Oi. Yes, it's 100.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Well, then, Ekaterina, your turn next.
Let it be listening 100. The name of a listening sub-skill which helps pick out certain pieces of information like numbers, names, listening sub-skill, listening for details.
Okay, for detail.
As I remember, for the details, yes, like numbers, names. Yeah.
Okay. So Anna and Olga agree?
Oh, for specific information.
Okay. No, actually, let's have a look. It's listening for specific information.
Okay.
You see that if you need to pick out certain things, certain pieces of information, then it's just like specific information, listening for specific information. When it's listening for detail or reading for detail, you need to process the information. Sometimes read between the lines. Everything will be paraphrased. Yeah, so it's more thorough work on the text. Okay, so Ekaterina, unfortunately, yeah, no points for this. Yeah, then Olga.
Let it be writing 200.
Okay, writing 200.
B1 preliminary writing part 2 candidates have a choice between writing choice between, just a sec. What do we have a choice between? I guess a story and an article.
Okay, agree, ladies?
Yes, a story and an article. An article and a story.
Yeah, Anna, agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Ta-da! Yes, an article or a story. Yeah, and when preparing our students for this exam, yeah, we should definitely help them learn how to write both genres, both texts. Okay, very good. And by the way, when you were looking through the samples with examiners' comments, which genre seemed to be more complicated for you personally? An article or a story?
For me, it's a story.
An article.
Okay, well, why story, why article?
Story is very simple. Story is very simple to combine together. Exchange story in class. You can, well, to create it in no moment. It's very simple. Let your fancy fly, that's it. And the article so needs some so profound thinking activities, philosophical digressions, the loot of references, well, to sources involving a lot of intriguing so facts, points, opinions.
Okay, okay. And why story, Victorina?
For me personally, it's difficult because I'm not very good at creating ideas or something like that. It's really hard for me to product some kind of story based on one sentence or on the first sentence. But I know that teenagers are perfect at these kind of things. And for me, yeah,
making up lame excuses.
yes. Especially when it is connected with with undone homework.
Yes.
And the articles is more I can't say easier for me, but they're more understandable for me in the kind of format, the kind of genre.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well. And then what about you?
A story is easier for me because when we should write an article, we should focus on facts or technician terms. If you make a story, you can pretend something, or you can imagine new details. So an article demands exact exact facts. This genre is stricter than a story.
Okay. Yes and no. You see that actually, Ekaterina, you put this idea into words. Yeah, that our learning experience always affects our teaching experience. Yeah, so if for you personally something is more complicated, you may think, you may assume that it will be equally difficult to your students. Yeah, but it depends. On the one hand, writing a story, so you can do whatever you want. Yeah, you can make up facts and so on. But to be fair, creating the whole story based on the first sentence is a little bit complicated. Even though you know how to develop ideas, how to develop the story, still it can be challenging. Yeah, while writing an article, you know the format, you know the structure, and you know maybe some cliche, or at least it's very well organized. Yeah, and then if you remember this, it's easier for you to write any article. Maybe, but anyway, in the article you also need to show your language resources. Okay, very good. So then, Olga, 200 plus. Great, great. So, Anna, your turn.
My turn.
Mhm.
So let it be reading and use of English 200.
Yeah, so this is the question from the video lesson.
Stages of a reading lesson. I should prepare for this. I think first is
No, like three major stages.
skimming, reading, and discussion.
Okay, so
I'm not sure really.
That's a mix of sub skills and activities. Yeah. Okay, okay. Then
Pre-reading, as I remember, pre-reading, then reading and post-reading.
Okay.
Kind of three stages.
Pre, while, and post.
Yes,
While,
exactly.
while.
Yeah, so there can be a variety of activities. Yeah, so then Anna, don't worry if you don't remember this. Yeah, if you feel confused, then I strongly recommend you to watch a video lesson about reading again.
I will rewatch this because I had a lot of activities in August, and sometimes I didn't do my homework because I was sick. But I tried to watch videos, and I wrote down some things, but I should make it did it again. I should do it again.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, like no worries about that. You see that a good and autonomous student is the one who knows where to find information. So, yeah, it's okay if you don't know something. Yeah, if you know where to find it, then it's much better. Okay, yeah. So unfortunately, yeah, no score, no points for this task. So and Ekaterina, it's your turn now.
Let it be listening to 100. What is recommended to do when a listening task is being introduced? What
No,
does
I
this
mean that
question mean?
when the speaker is reading instructions, like what should students do?
They need to skim the text, maybe the questions, to look through very quickly questions, for example, or texts, small texts, while the speaker is giving a talk.
When they're reading the instructions, yeah, and
reading the instructions.
yeah. So well, they should look through and do what?
Look through and get a general idea, I think.
Okay, okay.
But by the way, it's just when they need to understand the task first of all. So
Yeah.
so the first the first mission is to understand the task.
Right. Yeah. So Olga and Anna, anything to add?
So definitely, first of all, they should be precisely attentive, yeah, focusing on the reading of the instruction, on listening to the instruction, and be able to identify key information in the given assignments, that will be monologues or dialogues, and try to focus on the point of the assignment itself, what am I going to deal with, and then to tackle to the first listening should be just general idea to catch, and as for second listening, but the question doesn't say it. Question listening is some particular task, to fill in gaps or some detailed understanding of information or whatever. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, Anna, anything to add?
And I think the same. A student should find the main idea, general ideas.
Okay. Then you definitely need to read the task carefully, and get acquainted with the task. And also, it is recommended to underline key information. You can find this technique, like this life hack, in the handbook. But as you remember, what we discussed is that sometimes we don't need to underline anything. We don't need to brainstorm, predict, whatever. So just listen and pick out the information. So then, okay, so Ekaterina.
But
Anyway,
Karina, I have a remark. Some students say, I make mental notes. Mental notes. I'm not habit of underlining, highlighting anything. Mental notes. I'm exercising my memory. That's it. Please don't stress me out.
And don't don't do this then.
No, that's what I mean. Sometimes if they are incredibly capable, and they aim at self-actualization, they can make mental notes, right?
100%. As you remember, this is what we also discussed, that even at our regular lessons, our focus should not be on testing students. So how well they have understood the information and so on. So our aim is to develop listening skills. And if it works for them very well, that they listen, they take whatever we call the mental notes, or just listen and take notes of what they hear, whatever strategy works fine. So it doesn't matter, like it should work fine. It should be an effective strategy for them to to pick out the information, to be able to listen, and also to deal with the exam tasks. So that's why anyway, Ekaterina, you're granted 200 points.
Thank you.
Because we definitely they need to get acquainted with the task and read carefully. And then depending on your students' preferences, they may need to underline key information. They may not need to do this. So you just need to experiment with them in the course and to see what works better. Well, very good. And now it's Olga. So Olga, your turn. And we have one more Olga who has just joined in.
Speaking is left, right?
Hello, Olga. Just briefly.
I'm sorry for missing your lessons. I was very but now I'm free and I'm ready to start the course.
Okay. It's high time.
Yes, I know.
Okay,
it's true.
There is this nice saying, it's never too late to learn.
Okay.
So Olga, we are revising the exam format, exam content of our video lessons, and we are about to finish the game. As you see, this is a Jeopardy game. Now it's Olga's turn. We have a board with different categories, and each category has its own nominal or worth. we choose a category and we have a question. So then answer the questions, and if the answer is right, you get the points. Yeah, so we have just two options left.
Matis or something like this. Yes, there is a game on TV.
Yes, something like this. Yeah, but it's called Jeopardy game. Jeopardy, yeah. And there is this very good website where you can create your own Jeopardy games for free. You may pay, and then you will have an option to add some pictures, infographics, whatever, if you want. So I use it for free.
Can you send this link in the chat?
I have already in our chat box. Yeah.
Galina, can I ask you to then to send this link to our WhatsApp chat?
Yes, sure. Yeah. Well, and then so Olga, it is your turn. Yes, speaking 300. Yeah, no, it's Olga.
What do I have to do?
No, Olga. So Olga Altukhova. So you need just to watch, yeah.
Okay.
So and then it was Olga Kniginina's turn. Yeah. So 300.
Probably let her do it. No. What is a discourse management? So I can produce definition of my own, some approximate definition. Discourse management is the ability to get involved into interactive activity easily, being able to handle conversation, listening carefully and responding to questions, being polite and tolerant.
The respective, not intolerant.
and respective.
Yeah, instead of tolerant.
Probably, right.
Yeah, thank you.
Polite and respective, right?
Okay.
Towards an interlocutor.
Okay, good, thank you. So, ladies, anything to add to this definition? Discourse management.
I remember discourse management is some kind of ability to interact with another person, to have not a monologue but a dialogue, to give some phrases and to react to another person's phrases, some kind of that.
Okay. Anna and Olga, agree?
Honestly, I have no idea, but maybe according to the word management, yes, according to the word discourse, yes, maybe this is someone, yes, this is ability of ruling some process and do it well. Maybe something like this.
Well, the ability to manage discourse.
Yes, this is the paraphrase.
Okay, so Anna. Okay, so then you see that discourse management is the criterion which is added up to the pool of criteria for B1 preliminary speaking part. And it means the ability to produce long, coherent, and concise utterances. Yeah, that means that your speech, your ideas are organized. It's not like a shopping trolley where you put everything. Yeah, it's just concise and coherent speech.
Logically, yes, logically.
Yes. Like there is this good flow, logical flow of ideas. Then there are examples of justifications, and it's also good use of cohesive devices and linking words. And so that it's like, well, you have an overall impression of a logical, smooth flow of ideas. So then, yeah. Then
I didn't mention that it concerns B1 preliminary. Sorry, I didn't mention it. It's very important.
that's not a problem.
And this is one of the criteria, yes?
Yes, yes. Well, this is the criterion for speaking.
Is this criteria in B2 in FC?
Yes, sure, sure,
Yeah?
sure. Yeah, it first appears at B1 and then we have it onwards. Yeah.
This is logic in narration, yes? Logic.
Exactly. Logic, yeah, logic, coherence, cohesion. And also we can apply it to writing as well, but in the writing, discourse management is put differently. Yeah, so it's like communicative achievement, content, organization. It's more about organization in writing. Yeah, but in speaking, it's a separate criterion. Good. And well, last but not least, it's Anna's turn. And sorry, Anna, you have no choice, but writing 100.
Let's see. The criterion at B1 is a criterion to hold the target reader's attention.
May I help?
No, first, it's Anna's turn.
No, it's me.
Yes.
Mine.
Yes.
It's not my game. At least I. So honestly, no ideas.
Okay. Then help
Okay, may
Anna.
I?
Sure.
Because
Sure.
I think that this is the only I know. It seems to me that it is about contest, yes? Content, because straightforward ideas, this is from the content, and target reader should be informed. Yes, totally. This is about content.
Okay. So Olga and Ekaterina, do you agree?
It's very tricky question for me. I think it's not only about content. It's maybe writing fluency, because we need to grab readers' attention.
Okay. No, let's have a look what it is. It's communicative achievement.
Communicative achievement.
Yeah. So like how the candidate uses the principles of the communicative task to hold the target reader's attention. No, I mean that it's about style, it's about conveying the necessary information, so to provide relevant and full ideas. This is what this criterion is about.
Communicative achievement, I'm sorry.
Yes, communicative achievement.
Communicative achievement is when the reader is reading and understands everything, that everything is clear, and he doesn't need to decode some information. Everything must be clear and obvious. Yes,
you see that they will anyway decode information. When we write, we code information, like to a certain extent, of course, depending on the level, depending on the genre. But anyway, when we read an informal letter, then it's written in an informal style, and then we convey or communicate all the information clearly. You see that if you still find it a little bit tricky, I recommend you to get back to the recording of the session about writing, and also get back to the handbook. And last but not least, a video lesson about writing. Yes, so it will definitely help. Okay, and then we see the winner. So Olga, applause. Yeah, well done. So,
Thanks for your applause.
Yes, it's so much.
My reward.
yes, yes. So as you see, we like, first of all, as you remember, yeah, we have been talking about it throughout the course, that we have tasks, yeah, and we have aims. Each task has its own aim. Yes, stage aim, whatever we call it. But well, we can turn each task into an activity. What I could have done, yeah, I could have made a quiz, like a document or Word document, whatever, and I could have asked you to collaborate and well, answer the questions together. Yeah, so then I would fulfill the task. Yeah, and I would check what you remember, what you know, what you don't know, but it's just this activity. And when we teach online, we have a chance to get our students to play this lovely, fun game. Yeah, the same aim, you will achieve the aim, but it will be done in a fun activity. Just, did you enjoy this game?
Yes, I like it. And how much does it cost?
Nothing.
To subscribe.
No, you see, it doesn't cost anything. It just costs your time. I mean,
that's it.
Requires some time. Yes, yes. But it doesn't take a lot of time, really. It's very user-friendly. And this website can help you create those games for free. Absolutely. It also has a special option. You can subscribe to it and pay some money, but if only you want to make your games more sophisticated. Yeah, for example, if you want to add some pictures, what else was there? Some maybe embed some videos, something like this. Yeah, so like if you want to make it more visually attractive. If you don't, yeah, if you want to create a quick well, quick game, no, just it's only a matter of time. And I can tell you a secret. I also run actually secret. I also run a special seminar on vocabulary games, but I run it at a different school. And when we do this game with the participants, we play the Jeopardy game itself. So like it's the game about games. So,
and is it possible to play it in preparation for EGE? Yes?
Of course. Yeah. Like you can do it. Well, great. And then if we get back to the idea that we can adapt materials, that we can adapt tasks and make certain fun interactive activities, then we should apply it to our lesson planning. And many thanks again to those who were ready with the lesson plans. And today, as we agreed with Ekaterina on it, so we will look through Ekaterina's lesson plan. And so first, let me share my screen with you. And well, actually, Ekaterina, I will need your help. Yeah, so that you can comment on it.
Yeah,
is it fine? Can you do this? Yeah.
Yeah.
So and as Ekaterina, I see that you are using your phone. I guess even if I co-share it with you, I mean that if you can annotate and co-host. So let's have a look.
Yes, I'm from home.
Okay, let's see if you can do it. Yeah.
I think I can.
So this is the lesson plan, and Ekaterina, can you please comment on it? Comment on the flow, on the logic, and on the materials. And I will make it a little bit bigger so that it's.
Okay, so this is a lesson plan for writing part 1, but I
would like to mix this writing preparation for writing part with a little bit reading part for, and with a little bit speaking. Because on I think on the next page I have some kind of tasks. Okay, we will see it later. So approximately time is 16 minutes. 60 minutes. And I've made this lesson plan on the basis of sample task and on the basis of one of the plans from the Cambridge side. I mean handout. I took the handout from one of the lessons, and I used so is it? Yes, I think one word is missing. It should be course book prepare number 5, unit 7.
Okay.
Yeah, prepare. Cambridge course book prepare and pet handbook. So the first aim of the lesson is to familiarize students with the task itself, writing part 1, how to organize email, how to use informal style or formal style. So students need to know which register to use. So of course I am as a teacher should provide some guidance on how to approach this task, and of course the aim of the lesson should be practice this task. So some kind of PPP structure, yeah, presentation, practice, production. I hope I hope that I have this structure here. Yeah, and first I decided to have a small lead-in for students to get them familiarized with the task, and first of all to have some kind of path to the email. They need to understand what is writing piece of writing. This piece of writing have which goal we have when we write emails.
Okay, so like lead-in will be what?
So lead-in is comparing with other writing pieces of writing. Yes, so of course teenagers know what are text messages. They know how to write them. They know maybe how to write letters, and of course emails. And they as a lead-in, we compare these 3 pieces of writing, and then we go to emails themselves. Go to the rules of writing emails.
Okay, so like you introduce the context, yeah, you introduce the task by giving students 3 like texts to look through, and then you ask some questions, yeah, to find out how often they do this, and then you lead to emails, yeah. Okay, then there is a writing, yeah, you show this sample from the, no, like you show the task.
Yes, it's the task first of all. So students should work in pairs, look at the task, and discuss questions. Questions are below. I think questions below. So there are some questions regarding the task itself. I think it's important for teacher to know that students understand the task itself. So how many words they need to write, who is the target reader, and so on.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also important to know, because this is an exam preparation lesson, yeah, and you do not only get them to create some texts, yeah, you should also help them develop their exam strategies.
Exam strategies, of course.
Okay, so like they answer the questions, they get acquainted with the task, with the format, and well, some requirements. What do they do next?
And requirements. Then before reading the sample email, I decided to give them the email, but to divide all sentences from the email and put them in different order. And this activity helps students to see the logic, in sentences. So when they are putting them in the correct order, they trying to see this logic.
Okay.
I decided not to show them the sample email firstly, because I would like to develop some critical thinking from students.
And also by doing this task, students get more focused on their discourse management as such, like how to organize text and what can help them do this. Yeah. Okay. So like they rearrange the sentences, they reconstruct the email, the original email, and what's next?
And then they can see the email, the original email, the sample email, and check if they were right or wrong, first of all. And of course, they have already they have this email already with these points. I mean this. How they called like
some notes.
Notes. Yes, they are called notes. Yes, they can see notes, and then we are going to next tasks. Galina, can you go down to the next task?
This one, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the next task it's another email from the course book Prepare 5, Unit 7, and it is a ready-made email. And here I would like to have some kind of mixture with reading. I decided to have some kind of mixture with reading when I did not do this in a ready form. I mean to grab sentences from the text, but the task is like part number 4. Part number 4 of exam, when some sentences are missing or some parts of the sentences missing, and students should find this, match these missing parts with the text, with the sentences in the text.
Okay. Shall I scroll down? So
yes, task 1 is just a general question. Say 3 questions in the email. Yes, it's just like to check students, to check that students have an idea of what email will content, what will be the content of email, of the reply.
Okay.
So yes, reading part 4, the whole email and find examples of informal. So here I would decided to practice some informal language with students, to show them this pink box contains some structures of informal language. For example, first, when we greet somebody in email, we use dear or hi. Then some kind of colloquial speech like great, cool, and so on. So students have these examples of colloquial speech and informal register, and I would like to focus the attention on short forms, and decided to give a task to find 3 short forms in email, and then there is a task which contains given sentences, but students need to rewrite these sentences using short forms. In this way, I decided to practice short forms with students, and I think I forgot to add one more task. Yes, before practicing informal phrases, it is a good idea to have some kind of speaking activity. When students see these 3 questions in a given email, they can practice. They can pretend what can be answers, and in pairs they can practice answering questions. So one student can ask question, another can answer, and then vice versa. So some kind of speaking, and then all the others. Task number 5, students again work in pairs and match the highlighted informal words to the following meanings with the book closed. So they close the book and try to repeat or try to remember the meaning of the given words. Lots, frightening, very good, friends, enjoyed.
Okay.
And the last task, number 6. Students use questions in exercise 6 as prompts. And using this prompt, they, exercise 6. Yeah, this one. They use these prompts and try to make their own email using this prompt. So these prompts can help them to have a logic and to organize email properly. And I think it's some kind of practice part. And now I think that I need one more task here in this lesson. Yeah, because this is just practice, but not some kind of production.
Why not? If they need to write at the end of the lesson, they need to write an email. This is the production.
Yeah, so the last task, maybe it will be their homework to write their own email.
Yeah, no, actually you have it here in Okay, well, thank you, Ekaterina. So ladies, your feedback. So the feedback, let's agree on a few things. So first, it's the flow, like how well staged the lesson is. So stages of the lesson, well, how logical they are. So if they help really well achieve the goals, yeah, and also realistic so problems with
what does it mean?
spelling, timing.
Realistic timing.
Timing, yeah. So then just your feedback first. So if you are ready to give feedback, yeah, please give feedback.
And realistic timing, I don't clearly understand.
No, like the lesson. Katie has
it's not too big. It's not too big. Yes.
No, it's not over planned. Like the realistic time. That's really so. Ekaterina has 60 minutes for this lesson in total. Yeah. So if it's
I think it's for me. I think that 60 lessons would be too little. Yes. For this plan, I think, because it. I don't know. Actually, I don't know anything about planning, but I like this plan, and I think that everything is logically. I see logic here. Yes, and very good, and it's full of all main ideas of the lesson, and tasks are also very good. And I can say I would like to be Irina's student. Yes, Irina?
Ekaterina.
Ekaterina, I'm sorry. Yes, I think it's really good.
Okay,
I like it.
Thank you. So unfortunately, there is no Ekaterina. So, but anyway, she will have a chance to watch the recording. So yeah, Olga, yeah, your feedback. Okay, Olga, Anna.
Well, I see. So frankly speaking, I am far from being a good time manager, good organizer, or planner due to my chaotic mindset, probably, individual peculiarities. That's why it's my sore spot. and here am I to ask from you for life hacks concerning lesson planning and so on. And the point is, I don't see it's just one lesson. As far as this lesson is concerned, well, probably it is going to take place. It depends on the pace the teacher sets normally at the very start of the lesson. If the teacher is not so talkative, doesn't suffer from verbosity like me, for example, and is able, like Olga Alkhutova, to arrange the lesson like this, to leave some time for extra activities. For me, it's quite impossible. It's so hard, in spite of my seemingly lingering experience. It's my sore spot, and I have been suffered from it so for decades already. But anyway, the results, to my great surprise, the results, performance of my students is perfect. My organization is terrible, is poor.
Okay.
It's really so, but I don't know what to do. And your life hacks, by the way, Galina, I have taken into account. Among them, don't abuse your presence of time, but I really do so on the contrary. I normally delay my students, I overload myself, I overload them, and suffer from it throughout my life. So then maintain work and life balance, I never do it. It's really torture for me. I have to torture myself and the others. Proper staging, very good life hacks, but I am I am unable to stage the lessons properly. From my experience, I could name several classes, and they were observing classes, most of them. As for observing classes, everything is perfect. So probably I'm fond of being in the spotlight. I don't know. It's my inner, not inner, but it's my second nature probably. Second nature, and my subliminal mind dictates me to act like this. Everything is perfect. No, everyone is going to applaud. It's really great. You're the perfect teacher. Well, everything is perfect. I know that it's terrible. It's really terrible, and I do appreciate the work of the hardworking and diligent teachers who can arrange the classes properly, creating the plan and follow the plan.
Yeah,
I can create the plan, but I can't follow it. This is the point, and I can't see the system. Now there's so many books, so many resources. It's myriads, and so tons of resources, and you know what to do.
And that's why you need to be very critical about all the sources or credibility of the sources of information. So then if we get back to Ekaterina's lesson plan, and talk about staging, then like first of all, so we have 60 minutes for the whole lesson. And the main aim is to, unfortunately, Ekaterina is not online now, but like aims, we have aims. No, I didn't teach you how to, design a lesson plan. By the way, this Saturday, there will be a short seminar on lesson planning. And in this seminar, we will talk about some principles of lesson planning. And also,
when will it be?
It will be this Saturday, either at 4:30 or at 5 o'clock Moscow time.
In this course, yes.
It's depending on the package that you have. Like if you have the premium package, it's for free. If not, then
yes, I have premium.
Yeah, and we will talk about principles, and then also judging from my experience. So I have been in a jury for different contests for lesson planning, and I have observed many teachers. I have helped them with lesson planning. It's always, regardless of the experience, it's always a big problem. Yeah, how to plan lessons. And I have an idea. I'm actually working on designing this course on lesson planning, practical course, like what to do, how to do, and so on. Well, hope I will announce it soon. So,
I'm looking forward.
great, great.
Yes, because I actually, like Olga said now, it's very difficult to follow the plan because we have a course book. Yes, and everything is written there, what follows what. And even if you write a plan, if you have a sketch, you will do something that will break your plan and you don't fulfill the task that you prepared for this lesson, or something will change in the lesson because students are different and there are so many different situations and everything may happen. So it's very difficult to follow the plan. Yes, actually, this is a problem.
Yeah, you know that it's my teacher's scene as well. I tend to overplan, and so, but when we plan lessons, we should also think about some other things. We will talk about it on Saturday, don't worry. Also, if we look at Ekaterina's lesson plan, then like the aims are pretty like straightforward, yeah. But you see, if we only familiarize students with the format, we can do it actually by showing them the task and the criteria, and even without asking them questions like how do they relate or whatever. Yes, so that's why it's important that we put our aims properly. And so if the main aim is to get students to write an email following some samples, some models, then okay, then 60 minutes. And I can tell you that in reality, if you had this lesson, then you would not be able to cover all the information. No, even if you have, even if you decide to get your students to write the emails at home, still you will not have enough time for this. Then regarding the stages, very good lead-in, yeah, very good lead-in. So just introduce the topic, the context of the lesson, then revise some genres, and then get to the email. Yeah, so after that, I also enjoy this task when like we discuss the format again, some things, and again, you see when they're discussing it all, it will take pretty much time. Yeah, so each stage, yeah, will take a certain time. Then we get to this task when the sentences are mixed up and you need to reconstruct the order. It's a very, very good task, really. Students, well, work on their structure, they analyze cohesive devices, they see how texts work, and it's really, really good. And then after that, they get the original email, reconstructed email. And then you have some notes. And what I would do is to stop here. I mean that there is this logical flow, yeah, of the stages. They have reconstructed the email, and then students can just work on brainstorming their ideas. And time will be enough. In that collaborative task, they read the email, yes, they read the notes, they brainstorm what they can answer, they share ideas, like exchange ideas, they may change partners, change groups, and discuss it again. Yeah, so like they are collecting, consolidating the language that they will use. And after that, like after this stage, students may be asked to write an email. and then you can finish the lesson. I mean that it will be more than enough for 60 minutes. Also, you see that you may set certain time frames and say, okay, you have 10 minutes to write your emails. If you see that you still have some time by the end of the lesson, like something like 7 minutes, maybe a little bit more, okay, good, they are ready, and then they can swap works, read works, and then give feedback. Give feedback at least on content. Yeah, like they don't need to read it thoroughly and see, analyze if there are mistakes or no, just content. If it's okay or not, what you can change about it. Yeah, and like students, as you remember, when we teach them how to write text, they must be able to apply criteria to their writings, to their works. Yeah, so I mean that in 60 minutes, it will be more than enough. This task taken from the prepare book is also nice and it's very effective. And here we provide again a model. Students need to work it out. And again, in task 1, task 2, so it's like a pre-stage. Yes, and we analyze the text which is provided here. We analyze the register, which is also vital, yes, for the communicative achievement criterion. And so like it's a very good and logical flow of the stages. But I guess that this should be 2 separate lessons. One more reason for this is that we have a special, special context. We have this email. Yeah, so this email, this story, which we should react to. And that's why if we use this email, then it will be confusing. Like there will be too much information for the students. Yeah, either this, yeah, either follow this.
You mean different lexes? You mean they
yeah,
should
different
be from one topic?
Yeah, and also again, look, the aim of the previous stage, is to get students acquainted with the format, yeah, with things like to remember, and also they are provided with a model. Yeah, they are provided. They need to brainstorm ideas and then write their reply. So here again, they are provided with a model. Again, they analyze the text, the language, they analyze like what they should do, and as a result, they again need to write an email and to write a reply. So that's why actually the same aim, but 2 different materials. And so the same even stages for each material, and that's why it's better to choose only one. Yeah, but also what is really good is that Ekaterina tried to make it collaborative and make these activities communicative. So it's really great. Yeah, and so I will send Ekaterina written feedback. Yeah, and Olga, as you were ready with your lesson plan, I will do the same. Yeah, so Anna and Olga, it's the optional task, but if you want to hear from me, if you want to get feedback, you have like at least, let's say, two weeks to write an email, post it on Padlet. Yeah, and you will get feedback. Yeah. Okay, and then if we move on, then unfortunately, we have to really speed up. So when we choose materials to use, yeah, we also should see what we can do, how we can adapt them. And this is an extract from the new close-up book. It's by National Geographic Learning. And this series of books is also aiming at both developing language awareness, language skills, and helping students prepare for Cambridge exams. Yeah, and it's like, well, unfortunately, we will have to do it briefly, but I will post this sample on the Padlet so that you can have a closer look at it. So you see that here we have a reading part, and students are taught how to deal with reading. And as you see, you can identify each exam preparation book by looking at exam tip and exam tasks. Yeah, so all the strategies are discussed here. Yeah, and can you see it well?
Yes.
No.
So I'm giving you a couple of minutes. Let me have a look. I think that I have, yes, I have posted it on the Padlet, so you can download it as well. So have a look at this spread, 2 pages, to see how it is organized. And I'm giving you a couple of minutes, yeah, and think what you can add to it, like something that you would add. So that's your focus. So is everybody using computers?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I'm on my phone, but I can.
No, like if you're using your phone, then yes, you can read the spread. I will still sharing it. Yeah. If you are using your computer, maybe you can go to the Padlet and download this sample from the Padlet to have a look at it. Just do it the way it is more convenient. Yeah, a couple of minutes to get acquainted with the flow, yeah, with the stages, and then tell me what you may change about it, or maybe may add about may add to it. Sorry.
It's hard to say. We are not authors of the books.
Sorry. We are what?
It's hard to say. We are not authors. Anyway, I have a book of my own, Religion and Culture and Art and Religion and Cross-Cultural Communication.
Mm-hmm.
It has slipped out of my mind.
Okay.
But I also, with my co-author, we created this book.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Probably some post-reading stage is missing.
Mm-hmm.
Post-reading stage, I can't see here. I'm using my tablet.
Yeah, because after that there is a new section, which is vocabulary. Mm-hmm.
There is vocabulary after.
No, but it's a new lesson. Like if we scroll it down, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So then, yeah, okay. So Olga, can you?
No, I mean, as far as the content is concerned, I would add the task exploring the ideas, for example, yeah, or something like if you were an author, would extra resourceful information would you involve here? So, and as far as your background knowledge, what had you known before and after it, some valuable idea of the text or whatever. So something for interactive ideas, or focus on key ideas, so key ideas or keywords and expressions to be ready to summarize, the main points of the text, like this. As for pre-task, pre-reading task, it's I guess quite a complete set of pre-reading tasks. Post-reading, I would add something like that.
Okay.
But there is something like pre-reading task. Yes, here work in pairs, write a list of things that you think people who live to 100 years. I think it.
Yeah, pre-reading. Yeah.
Yeah, this is pre-reading. Maybe I would add something like accurate questions that will lead understanding the reading later, because this pre-reading task, this is about common information. Yes, maybe something related to the meaning of the reading. Maybe because to prepare for reading, to give lectures to students.
Okay. So like in pre-reading, they set the context, yeah, and like they identify what can lead to long life, and then quickly check it with the text. Like they do the skimming and they check predictions. Yeah, after that, they focus on vocabulary, like find these words in the article, yeah, and then complete the sentences with words. Like in the box, they have some synonyms or equivalents to the keywords from the text. Yeah, so they do vocabulary work. No, it's also like pre-task, intensive reading pre-task. And after that, there is an exam task. So they need to match prompts, like which text or which paragraph mentions this and the texts themselves. Yeah, so this is like the main task, reading for detail. Yeah.
But in this
Okay.
case, everything is okay.
Mhm.
Yes, post-reading task, pre-reading task, while reading task, but
No, you see, post-reading task is only here. Your idea. What is your ikigai? Yeah, what would you choose?
you mean exercises, yes, to fill the gaps or something like this related to the text?
I don't know. Yeah, so Anne, your ideas?
No ideas.
Okay.
After reading, I work with students. It's very good to have a track, audio track. And after reading, it's very good to close some words that you want to teach them, that you want them to remember. And then you turn on audio track and they should listen to and see to the test, to the text, and this task make them be attentive, very attentive, because they will not miss this word. They have to listen to it, to hear it, and to write it correctly.
Yeah, you see that, yes, it's always a good idea to combine reading and listening, but again, you need to make sure that you will not overplan. Yeah, so this particular task is also like this particular spread will also take something like 45 to 60 minutes. If we have a warm-up, if we have home check, if we have follow-up discussion, then it may take the whole lesson. Yeah, so I mean that maybe it will not.
You need separate lesson for this.
Yeah, and as you see how it is organized here, you pre-teach some keywords in number 4, then students do the task in the exam format, and after that as post stage. Yeah, so post stage is not very effective here, I would say. Yeah, so yeah, maybe you should do some follow-up work on the new vocabulary. So they can be some intensive reading tasks. Yeah, and then I agree with Olga that some communicative tasks are missing. Yeah, so maybe they can be a questionnaire, maybe they can be a task, find someone who, and aiming at finding out whose lifestyle is good enough and who has a chance to live long. Yeah, so anyway, like it should be related to the context of the of this text and of the whole lesson. Well, my message to you is that on the one hand, yeah, when we use course books, then there is logic behind it. So material writers are great, they're professionals. Again, whatever book we choose, whatever publisher we choose. But when you plan your lessons, especially now when you are armed with all the techniques and with all the like tools how to plan lessons effectively, yeah, you know what finally you should what you should get, then be also pretty critical about it. Yeah, double check if there are activities for all the stages, pre, while, post. Yeah, and then it will be of great help for you. And then last but not least, I will briefly show you some some course books by different publishers, and these course books combine getting students aware of the language, and like, well, they cover the level and also they prepare for exams. And what you should keep in mind that ideally, it takes 2 years to be prepared for any new exam. Yeah, and what is the logic? Like first year, imagine that your students have done, they have covered A2 levels and they successfully passed the CAT exam. After that, in order to prepare for the B1 preliminary exam, first they need to make sure that they have the level. Yes, so 1 year should be dedicated to developing language skills, language awareness. And the second year is the year for exam preparation, when you revise and make further steps. Yeah, then it will be effective. Of course, there can be cases when students don't need that time. They don't have so much time. Maybe you have done 1 year with language awareness, and again, you added some materials in exam format, and then it takes them a few months to prepare for the exam. Yeah, and so there can be individual cases, but ideally, traditionally, it takes two years, and that's why modern course books, they have sub-levels. For example, B1 and B1 plus, B2 and B2 plus. Again, to do this, to make sure that students have enough time to prepare for the exams. So examples, the first is the Optimized course book by Macmillan. That's a very popular series. As you can see, we have B1 plus, for example, here. And the book is designed this way, that you both develop your language skills and language awareness and prepare for the exam. And again, as you see that there is B1 plus, that means that there is B1. Very popular course, a very good exam preparation course. Then Macmillan's book, the second Macmillan's book, which I also recommend you, it's Gateway to the World. It's the new edition of Gateway. Again, it has these sub-levels and it helps prepare for the exam. And what is also good about this series is that it has a platform, and there are a lot of extra materials. So like you don't have to look for something extra, something interesting online, spending a lot of time and effort on it. So everything is provided. Then Cambridge book, Prepare, and actually Katerina was using the sample of the Prepare book. So Prepare 5 is for B1, Prepare 3, I guess, is for A2 key exam. Also quite a good book, and on the website you can download the sample. Yeah, so to see what is there inside the book. And last but not least, the book whose sample we were using today, it's a New Close Up by National Geographic Learning. That's a brand new book. And well, again, it has sub-levels and the tasks aiming at developing exam skills and exam strategies. And what is also good, it's like optimized, it has a platform, and also it has a special companion site where you can find a lot of extra materials.
I'm sorry. And this book is also for A2 key, yes? And what is better, Optimize or Close Up? A2 key.
You see that that's an interesting and good question, because you know that they are all very good, all these books. Yeah, Optimize is also very popular. Gateway is very popular. What I would recommend you to do is to go to a bookshop, yeah, and then open these books, look them through to see what is there, and what you like, what you don't like, how resourceful the book is. And again, you know, like what stages should be there, and look through them and identify if it's enough or not.
What is more suitable for my students? Yes,
exactly, because we start choosing any book and any material from the students. Yeah, so like publishers now make very good books. Like I personally like Close Up. Yeah, that's a really new book, and the materials are great. It's National Geographic learning. I mean, the pictures are taken by National Geographic photographers and explorers. Nothing to add. Yeah, but there are fans of other books and other series, so that's why I would recommend you really to go to a bookshop and to make your individual choice based on your students and their preferences. Well,
But
and
it's possible to download it, right?
So I'm against piracy, I would say. You can download the samples. Yeah, and also I have an idea, by the way, something so many ideas, I don't have enough time. The idea is to have a short, maybe not short, it will be a long course actually, but divided into modules. The idea is to have a course with a test drive of books. Yes, so that's like prepare lesson plans, teach some extracts from the lesson to make it very practical for the teachers. So that having done it with a variety of books, you will finally choose the one which you like the most.
No,
yeah,
it would be great.
For all levels, or for which levels?
I haven't decided yet. I just have an idea.
It's better higher level,
Okay.
closer to YEGA students.
Yes, and also you see that actually doesn't matter what the level is, because each book has its own structure. Yeah, as soon as you see like the logic of the structure of the book, you can apply it to any level. But okay, I hear.
Okay, Alina, can I have 2 questions?
Yes, sure.
It's already late hour.
Yes. Yeah, we are finishing because we are already. Yeah.
Two questions. The first one is personal question related to our Saturday webinar. I guess that I gained some standard course, not premium course. Can I participate? So for the sake of today's championship in our
Okay, yes, you can, of course. I don't remember if it has already been announced. I think it will be announced, but it will be, well, we'll see what it is announced. I mean that it might be not a free seminar, yeah, but it will not be an expensive seminar for sure.
I guess it is already announced, and so in our timetable, in our schedule, that we are going to participate.
Okay. Yeah.
I hope so. And the second question concerning Cambridge exams. What are the prospects for young adults having passed with A2 key, for example? What are the prospects? Why this exam seems to be so attractive? FCE, it's clear, but for young adults.
You know that there are still some schools abroad which find those certificates valid. Then abroad, yeah. The number of them is pretty limited, but still. Then also, if they want to study abroad, sometimes, yes, some schools, some colleges have this minimal requirement. Then I know that now in many good schools, good private schools, it's a must. So if you want to join the school, especially being a young adult, you need to have this certificate in your portfolio at a certain stage, at a certain age. I mean, not of course when you are 15. Some schools, some schools, you know, they require the starters starters certificate, like the first exam for young learners, if they want to join their first year. So and in Moscow it's 100%. If you want to join a good school, you should have a certificate which shows that you have a certain level.
Yes,
that's
and
right.
I have an answer, may I say. The main advantage of A to key, if you teach, for example, student from the first class or from the second, yes, and it gives them aim. And you don't learn English like something unnecessary or misunderstood or something like this. And because they don't understand why do we have to learn these 3 forms of 2 forms of the verbs, they don't understand. And they know that parents want, but they mostly they don't want. They want to know, they want to have 5 mark, yes, at school, and that's it. But if you have a name of having this exam, it organizes them. They know what it will be in the end, and they know where to go. They know that they have to reach something. And it's encourages them. This is a very good advantage. This is a big advantage. And of course, the many students they like boasting, and this make them firstly competitive, yes, among classmates, maybe among friends. And if they have a certificate, yes, this is achievement for them, a big achievement. And they can boast with this certificate, and they feel themselves clever and I don't know, more confident. It gives confidence. Yes, it's a reason why I think this is a good reason why they should have this exam, especially A to key.
Yeah. Okay, and then thank you. Last but not least, I've heard many nice words about the course, about my effort. But your course is about cooperating, collaborating with your peers. And now you have a chance to say thank you to your peers. So I would like to hear from you, and I may I begin actually. So many thanks to the participants. Thank you for your effort. Thank you for your questions, for being very, very active, even sometimes for being unprepared for the sessions. So because anyway, what I see is that you are the teachers, you are the people who want to know more, who want to learn, and who are competitive, and who want to really provide the best quality lessons to the students. So many thanks to you. And it's been a real pleasure to work with you and to make this course, and thank you for your feedback. Thanks a lot. And ladies, if you have something to thank your peers for, you have a chance to do this.
Yes, I can say thank you, and I'd like to, but please wait a minute, because my computer is dying. Just a second, please. Yes, I'd like to say a big thank you all my peers for generating ideas. Yes, this is the big advantages, and thank for your homework in Padlet. I will steal many ideas from there when I get Padlet. Yes, and of course, this is a very good company. I like companies of educated people. I like companies of people who shares my interests, and it's very interesting. It's really interesting to hear you, and I like listening to you, Galina. You have very
Thank
good
you.
language. Yes,
Thank you.
it's nice. Thank you so much, because it's a big pleasure. Just sit and listen to you, even don't, yes, and not very attentively, but listen to. It's pleasant. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for information. It was informative and not boring.
Okay, good to hear. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
So as for me, I have already expressed my gratitude at the very start of our today's session to Galina personally, since I know what it really is, and it's a very hard, tremendous job. Well, in spite of your belonging to a different generation from mine, for example, who are able to generate ideas and able to maintain probably greater flexibility and more agile mind in different contexts. It's really great. So, but anyway, it's hard job. I know what it is. So as for, and frankly speaking, I anticipated a bit a different audience. It's my first experience, well, to take such course like that in English. But still, I need some structurized idea of the course so to see the system, to see the logic in it. Well, but I didn't expect that there should have been so few people in our sessions.
But it's just the beginning. We are running it for the first time, so that's why we have just
it's your pilot project.
No, it's not a pilot project. Like, I have been running courses on cat and pet preparation, but usually they are much shorter. And like, this course is the first course, big course, which I run for the linguist school. And like, it's the updated and upgraded really course. Yeah, and as I'm kind of a new trainer for linguists, that's why like, for this particular first wave or first course, we don't have so many people. Yeah, but I hope that there will be more.
It's clear. Once I happened to watch one webinar of yours, and I don't know why, but it caught me, and I decided to try to join. So I wasn't two minds about different courses anyway. I need some basis, some background, since within all my working life, professional experience, I have been working on my own, inventing the wheel, creating global plans for each class, and I already am fed up with all this stuff. And when someone shares the ideas and try to get the message across to you how it can really work, it's really great. So, and I'm also grateful for cooperation, for collaboration with all of the group, let that be minor group. So anyway, it was a team. It has been a team by now. So it's now since it's not our final session, I guess. And also special thanks to Ekaterina, who is away now, who shared so a great deal of different material, resources with me for different exams, and even gifted me many things she gained, so not free of charge. And it was very generous of her and quite kind of her. And
like, it's natural for mature people to share.
Yeah, it is called, the philosophers call it so elbow feeling. Elbow feeling, professional cooperation, and normally we do it. So, but when you work on your own, you don't know what to do and how to do. Yes, I'm also would like to start online activity, being fed up with university life and commitments and a lot of things. It's very
Okay,
hard
new fresh start. Yes, Olga.
yeah, to combine everything together, it's very hard to be a researcher, to be a mentor, to be a teacher, to be everything with no technical aids at our
Multi
university.
people.
It's painful.
Yeah, I hope, yes, I hope that having learned these things, you will see like, oh, oops, how to do this effectively, and you will not be afraid to like make well, this fresh start, to make your steps towards your balanced life eventually. Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
This
thank
is a
you.
lot of pain with very little gain, I would say.
Yeah, but no pain, no gain. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So, Anna.
Galina, thank you for this course. It was really exciting. I've learned something new, a lot of new, because they were my first steps in cat and pet exams. Preparing and I should notice that you are so positive and
Thank you. Thank you. And what are you thankful to your peers for? Yeah, so the people who you were studying with.
So I should say that they are positive as well, and when you are communicate with people that who are developing or who have aims to be professionals, it really improves yourself, and I feel that I've grown up in this field, but I have more ahead.
Yeah, that's really great. That's really nice to hear. So, ladies, well done, well done. So you will have access to the materials for the next 6 months. I'm in touch anyway. So then also there is a questionnaire or feedback form that I'm asking you to fill in. So you will get the link to it. Yeah, so then enjoy your lessons, enjoy your balanced life. So, and hope to see you again, at least at our seminar on lesson planning. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
And we'll do our best, and you know the rest.
Okay.
Mr. Chernomyrtin used to say.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Yeah, so then, ladies, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Yeah, bye.